Hi, I'm Rosie. I have a scripty here that I'm gonna try to go by, but I will likely get distracted. And I am sorry, that is on my ADHD. Kittens are currently distracting me at the moment. Anyway, hi. Um, I am a 41-year-old, currently on leave from my job. I am a veterinary assistant at a really high volume animal shelter in Las Vegas, and I have been on leave for about a month. Um, I just kind of cracked. Burnout happened real hard and real sudden. Um, I am officially diagnosed with persistent depressive disorder with major depressive episodes. I'm not doing takes and shit. I'm not dealing with it. So it's just this. The generalized anxiety disorder, heavy on the social anxiety. Unspecified neurodevelopmental disorder. ADHD is for sure. Autism is majorly suspected. Uh, the point is brain just fun up there. And my favorite is the premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which is like PMS's very, very rude cousin who like will kick you in the balls when you're at your worst just because it makes them laugh. So I have also been suicidal for as long as I have conscious thought. I was a weird girl growing up in the late 80s, early 90s. Um, and while it was more accepting than previous times, it still was rough uh, being mentally ill. And yeah, it was not the best, but not the worst. I don't know. My grandma loved and fully encouraged me to be weird as fuck. My parents loved and encouraged me up until a point because I think they were just trying to. I think they feared. Like, I hate doing this so much. I think they feared what the world was gonna do to me, which I'm here. Uh, so yeah, I grew up asking a lot of questions. I would have rather been anywhere but church. I would call people on hypocrisies and bullshit that I saw, like racism or homophobia, because my mom's best friend was German and her husband was African American, and I they were cool as fuck. And I have you seen drag queens? They're amazing. I don't understand why you would hate them. They're very entertaining. I'm like a toddler. There's a lot of bright colors. There's a lot of like loud noises and stuff. So it's great. It's great. It's beautiful. Why do we hate it? Um, I have always been deeply sensitive and very quick to tears, which makes existing kind of difficult because a lot of people expect you to be able to shut that off, and I like now especially I can't. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the perimenopause is also in there, kicking my ass. So I have also, you know, the tears thing. People see that as manipulation, which is deeply upsetting because I just cannot control it. Like I am surprised at how well I'm doing right now. Hold on, I have emotional support gumbo. Just emotional support gumbo. He's a very good boy. Um. Anyway. Blah blah blah. I mean, okay. So, essentially, we know what this is. This is me prostrating myself and asking the generous masses at large who may be blessed with a bit more than I am and are feeling the giving spirit this season, because I don't know what the future is looking like for me at the moment. Um, I interviewed at a new job that would be less stress, but also less fulfilling, because working with the shelter animals does something to my heart. Um, but I don't. There's also so much heartbreak at the shelter that it just, I don't know. And in my current state, I am very raw and not handling pressure well at all. And I hear you. Why is this your problem? It isn't. I just don't know where else to turn. My dad and my family are helping me as much as they can, but like outside of that, like this world is just kind of fucked, and like it's not on you, but I'm just asking if you have the means to please help me out. I am trying to unravel like 3 decades of bullshit of trying to fit in, and trying to kind of be as normal as I could. Um, but it was like school was my safe zone, and it made sense, and there were very defined rules about things, and I was good at learning, so I would get good grades, and teachers would praise me, and it would give me dopamine. But at the same time, like I I didn't learn anything about how to be an adult. I went to college, and then I went to the Art Institute of Las Vegas, which anyone who's gone to an art institute, a lot of you have had the same experience where it was not great. Like about 3 years into my going there, they announced that they could no longer help us find work after we graduated, which is like part of the reason of going there in the first place. Um, and like we had just gotten like it, so like teachers had to have teaching degrees and shit. Like it really, really ruined my relationship with art. I'm just now kind of trying to really heal that shit with my therapist, but like it that was an awful experience and an awful period of my life, and it ended with me getting laughed in interviews when I told them that I had art institute bachelor's degree. I was told that like straight up they don't hire AI graduates because uh, it's our quality is so wishy-washy, I guess. Um, because we weren't. It wasn't a school for school's sake. It was a school for profit's sake. So, you know, who fucking cares what happens after we're gone? Um, but yeah, I took a job as a switchboard operator in a Mercedes-Benz dealership, which ruined my brain and my body because it coincided with a very unhappy relationship that was 11 years long. So I worked at Mercedes for a decade. It was a decade of me sitting at a desk getting screamed at by people, and feeling less than human and not dealing well with it. And then going home and having to deal with my boyfriend, eventually husband, who didn't seem to mind that I was so miserable. Um, so we would just play video games. So I would sit at home, and I thoroughly thrashed my spine, um, because I just sat it into compression, basically. Um, so, and then staying at that job for so long really messed me up quite a bit. Um, like I damn near have a phobia of like phone calls at this point. Like it is always been difficult for me to like make phone calls and things for myself, but at this point it's like damn near impossible. Um, my agoraphobia is also getting pretty shitty because of the current climate and how unsafe I feel. So that is affecting things. Not getting out much. I My apartment is full of mold. Um, my eczema is constantly pissed off about it. I got bronchitis. And we could I didn't know why, but then like yeah, we got a leak in the bathroom, and there's definitely mold in the wall. But like, what do you expect? And we're paying $1,500 a month for this place that is just detrimental to the health of every living thing inside of it. Um, Everyone has a runny nose all the time. There's a lot of sneezing. Um, and I just am at a point where if I don't get some outside financial assistance, like I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I live with my bestie slash my like roommate, and like this can't fall on him. He can't afford it to fall on him, but I don't know what to do, because if I go back to the shelter, then I'm going to have a breakdown and I will lose my job anyway. I don't know if this new job is going to pan out for me. I don't know if I will be too emotional for them. I am more than willing to hear from people in Vegas who think they might have a good environmental fit for me. Um, I don't deal well with people. I do and I don't. I can deal with people very well, but the second I am met with anger or aggression, I will shut down entirely. Uh, and a lot of people make that kind of their first go-to reaction when things aren't going well. So it makes it really difficult for me to find a place where I can exist without being in constant fight or flight mode and constant emotional turmoil. I'm real tired of the idea that people like me who need some extra help because our government isn't doing it for us. Like, we're not lazy. We're just different. We're broken. We're poor. And you don't want to do anything to help it. So we have to ask strangers on the internet to help if they can. I know there are so many people who are in the same dire straits, if not worse than me. But I have a lot of people who want me to stick around, and I'm trying really, really hard to do that, but I can't concentrate on getting better while also breaking at my job. And then I get home and I'm just writing myself about all the things I need to do but I'm not doing. And then I spiral and I'm just, something has to give. I truly need some sort of miracle at this point, it feels like, because I didn't think I would make it to 40. I didn't think I was going to make it to 30, but I told myself if I made it to 40, I would take care of myself better. And now I lack the means to do so. I gave my ex-husband the house in the divorce simply so I would not have to deal with him any longer. His anger makes me really uncomfortable. And I lost a lot of my shit because he would only let me pack if he was there, and he would just scream at me the whole time. So I took as much as I could and fucked off out of there. Um, so I don't know. My bestie and I are going to need a new place to live anyway because our lease is coming up. And that's more money. And it's always just fucking money. I want to be able to get out of this fucking hole. I want to be able to feel what it feels like to want to live and have dreams and make goals. Because I feel like I've just kind of been a leaf on the water, just kind of doing what I thought I needed to, or worse, doing what I want to do, and really just I want to get better, but I can't do that if I'm worrying myself sick about money, because I want to make sure that my roommate continues to have a place to be as well, and that we have funds we need when we find a new place to be. I hate having to ask for this, but I don't know what else to do. I paid off my credit card debt with the help of my dad. I don't want more of it again. If you can't help, then just please pass it on if you want to, if you feel like you know people that might feel inclined to help out or might know of a possible very me-friendly employment opportunity. Please do reach out. If you only have mean things to say, I say them enough to myself already, so you can shh on that. Yeah, so thank you for dealing with this near 20 minutes of me rambling. I really hope everyone has the day they deserve. There are so many beautiful people still out there, and a lot of you are struggling just like me. And I'm really sorry that they let us all down. But we all have to keep going, because I feel like that's the only way anything changes. So, thank you.